All of us have wish lists, don't we? For some of us, it's a dream job, a fancy car, a soulmate, or probably more money. We wish for a magic wand to get all of our desires come true. Yet, as Christians, do we realize that we do hold a key that can unleash a life that is in line with our desires? Do you know what that key is? It's Psalm 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Now, isn't that a loaded promise? Every one of us have desires. All of our dreams, aspirations, longings, all of them will be provided for. But there is one prerequisite, and that is we should delight in the Lord. So this got me wondering, what does it mean to delight in the Lord? To understand that, we should first understand what it means to delight in someone. To delight in someone is to adore that person to the point that we derive rapturous joy, satisfaction, and pleasure in their company. Every atom in our body comes alive in their presence. We give them our undivided attention. That is exactly what Jesus wants from us. He expects us to look at Him as our ultimate source of joy and fulfillment. So we now know what it means to delight in Jesus. Let's now try to understand how we would behave when we delight in Jesus. Firstly, we would want to spend as much time as possible with Him because that charges us. Every moment in His presence brings to life every atom of our being. His company gives us the highest degree of pleasure. Secondly, we would trust Him completely. Our fullest confidence will rest on Him. We will not have a moment's doubt about Him because He is our delight. Thirdly, we would want each of our actions and intentions to please Him. Since He's our delight, we would behave in a manner that ensures His good pleasure. And finally, He is in our every waking thought. Delighting in Jesus means we see the world through Him. We have a heightened sense of awareness towards His priorities and perspectives. We constantly wonder about His take on the various things that we see around us. And so, when these behaviors start to manifest in our lives, we are starting to move into a life of delighting in the Lord. At this stage, our desires are completely in alignment to the mind of Jesus. When we delight in the Lord, all of our wish lists would have one perspective, and that would be, what would Jesus desire? And when our wish lists carry this perspective, without a shadow of doubt, all of our desires will come true. I'd like to sum it all up with a small poem. To be lost in His presence in joyous rapture, to make sure my intentions bring Him pleasure. Of trusting in Him, I will never tire. My every thought would be forever. What would Jesus desire?